Hey, good looking. If you're like, wait, is he talking to me? I am. I am talking to you. If you want to see what's cooking, stick around. I'm going to pull you some cards from a lighthearted, irreverent deck that I channeled straight from source. Straight from source. So we'll see what's going on for you. Tasting the giraffe crackers. You are so bold. Who am I talking to? You're like, I know these aren't for people, but I want to know what they taste like. Destined encounter with mundanity. That is a little bit what they taste like if you haven't tried them. Just a Leo, or actually Leorin. Big zoo energy here with the lions and the giraffes. Are you going to the zoo for a destined encounter with mundanity? Quite possibly. I know you are, but what am I? Well, maybe I'm going to the zoo for a destined encounter with mundanity. This is giving me pause for thought, not just because of all the animals with paws. New age music increases. A splendid sunrise spent scrolling on your phone. The worst haircut you have ever had. Retweeting the blue avians. All right. All right. Wall ball. No explanation for that one. I don't know what it means. A flamboyant car alarm. That clarifies. This might be a little bit of a warning. A little bit of a heads up, more than a warning. A flamboyant car alarm. You know how there are some car alarms that are just like all business. They are raucous, they are repetitive, they are insistent, they are annoying. And there are some car alarms that are just like, you know, like needlessly magical and fun. Not needlessly, they should all be fun. Anyway, a flamboyant car alarm is less like a warning and more of a heads up. Like, hey, just so you know, someone's trying to break into your car. I want to say that you might be scrolling on your phone in a moment when you'll have this weird urge to look around or to do something intuitively guided. This moment when like a flamboyant piece of music would play in a movie, and you know when Harry gets his wand in the first Harry Potter movie, and then this like unnecessary breeze and magical stardust lights up all around him, and the music, you know, music gets super magical. It's like a moment like that where you're doing something mundane like scrolling on your phone, and then you look around and you see how magical the world is. You almost missed it. It was a close shave, right? With the worst haircut you've ever had. But this is something possibly otherworldly that's being shown to you. with I know you are, but what am I? This is maybe like, okay, so this is aliens trying to talk to you. And the aliens are like, no, this is aliens trying to talk to aliens. Hello? Hello, this is aliens speaking. Are aliens there? And you're like, no, just humans. And they're like, you sure about that? You sure about that? Tasting the giraffe crackers. feel like this magical moment is the result of, or is inspiring you to taste the giraffe crackers. To do something that is not societally encouraged, or that feels a little offbeat at the very least, but it satisfies your curiosity, if not your taste buds. I think it runs counter to it, contravenes a timeline that just consists of destined encounters with mundanity. I think by tasting the giraffe crackers, you start a new timeline. If you've ever seen the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, a little bit of a spoiler here, so just end the reading here if you plan to watch that movie. Just like pause it with extreme prejudice. Anyway, in that movie, they have these like jumping points, these launch pads to reach different timelines and realities, and they are statistically unlikely events and actions that change random probability, I guess is how I would describe it. So in the movie, they'll like eat a chapstick, or like do something wildly unpredictable, and that's what allows them to jump to a different timeline. So there's something here about you tasting the giraffe crackers. Like you're like, no, there's other people here. I shouldn't do that. I'll get judged. But that kind of thinking keeps you in a timeline where you're worried about being judged, where you never know what the giraffe crackers taste like, and it disappoints your inner child, and it disappoints like it doesn't satiate your curiosity. Wall ball. I don't know what that means. I didn't know what it meant when I channeled it. I don't know what it means now. It could be something about you guys seen The Great Escape with Steve McQueen? And he has this baseball that he just bounces off the wall every time he's put in solitary confinement in this prison camp, this German prison camp, for being a rebel, just being a rebel, being a handsome devil. You get to you get to solitary confinement, and in solitary, he just bounces a baseball off the wall to himself, sitting on the ground, just bouncing a baseball off the wall, bounces it onto the floor, off the wall, back to himself. There might be something about you throwing a ball that you catch. You might be like, why can't the universe throw me a bone? Why do I constantly get sent to solitary? But then you decide to throw yourself a bone. Or you start a chain of events that will throw you a bone just by being in a better, like you initiate a better timeline. By tasting the giraffe crackers. Who knew? A new and better timeline can begin at any time. Let's get you one piece of advice to close out. One piece of advice. I feel like bottom of the deck. Vegan, except for honey. All right, that's a good place to end. Bye, guys.